What's up, everybody? This is Henry Fleischer here from the Cannabis Dispatch, also the CBD Business Networking Group on Facebook. And I have a very special guest today. I have Howard Kaufman of ORL. So, Howard, tell us a little bit about ORL.
Thanks, Henry. Yeah, ORL is a 2-year-old brand focused on natural oral care solutions. Everything that we've formulated and developed is designed without any harmful ingredients, including plant-based essential oils and vitamins and minerals. And it's locked in at that perfect 7.0 pH balance. And more people are becoming more mindful of living a healthier, more active lifestyle about the importance of pH in their diets. And many things that we generally partake in, whether it's coffee, tea, sports nutrition drinks, even something like blueberries, which is considered very healthy for you, has a low pH of about 3.0. And the concept of our brand is every product that we've brought to market provides that perfect 7.0 pH balance. So similar to like a broken clock on the wall, if you happen to adopt our toothpaste, mouthwash, and now we have breath spray, but if you happen to adopt our product in the morning and then in the evening, at least twice a day, you're resetting your mouth to that perfect, more natural pH balance. And along the ways we've been developing our brand, we also did develop, through recommendation of one of our dental advisors, we do have a version of our product line that does include full spectrum CBD oil too. So that's what we're proud of the brand. One of the interesting things too is that we made a strategic decision from the beginning, learning that there's about 1 billion tubes of toothpaste a year worldwide that hit landfills. So we don't use any plastic tubes or bottles. And right now our brand is packaged in eco-friendly recyclable glass. So that's the carrier of our product.
Oh, glass. That's unusual for toothpaste.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But it also, there's a secondary benefit, actually. Glass helps protect essential oils and even the efficacy of the CBD, we believe. It doesn't diminish it. If anything, it's going to help protect it and help not only the stability, but also the shelf life.
Yeah, what was it that got you to want to start ORL? What was that like aha moment?
Yeah, it was a combination of myself and my business partners. We all basically got to the same place at the same time, being more mindful about people trying to live more healthier with their diets, with just their way of life. And along the way, we learned about there's so many harmful ingredients that exist in so many of today's brands. And once we discovered it, and it actually started with a well-known brand, actually was a children's toothpaste. And not only were there a couple of ingredients that were of concern, but the fact that this toothpaste had above its ingredients list on the back of the tube, it actually contained a warning label. And the warning label simply said, not for children 6 years or under. If accidentally swallowed, get immediate medical attention, call poison control, and it provided poison control's phone number. And that was really the beginning of this journey of looking at so many brands on the market in terms of its ingredient list. And we've anchored our review of ingredients. It's not us as a brand, because so much of this, Henry, as you know, is personal choice too.
Yep.
But we evaluated all ingredients from the National Institute of Health, their website. It's called PubChem, PUBCHEM.com. You may or may not be familiar with it. I know going through the pandemic, unfortunately, we heard more about the National Institute of Health than maybe we'd like to. But they do have this website, and any consumer can go to pubchem.com, and you can put in any food ingredient, cosmetic ingredient, in our case, oral care ingredient, into its search bar, and instantaneously you'll be served back a full scientific report about that ingredient, everything from the chemistry behind it to many ingredients have aliases or synonyms, where it's used, how it's used, and if there's any documented health or safety issues with that ingredient, it's published in that report, and there's links to more detail behind it. So net, from in the beginning, we looked at over 323 individual SKUs of toothpaste and mouthwashes that are on the market that everyday people are buying. From that population, we took each ingredient, put it through that PubChem filter, and discovered 116 harmful ingredients that exist on the market today. So from learning that, that was the origin of developing the ORL brand, of ensuring that our products did not contain any of those harmful ingredients or any other harmful ingredients for that matter, but also using organic xylitol, plant-based essential oils, vitamins and minerals, and again, packaging in glass. We felt at least it was providing a new choice, a healthier choice for those like-minded individuals that are looking to lead a healthier and more active lifestyle.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's really interesting. What was the toughest thing you went through when you first opened up?
Yeah, I think the toughest thing was once, it very much is a Rubik's Cube from a formulation standpoint, because you've got to consider flavor profile, visual appearance, the efficacy of the product, right? That it does kill bad bacteria, improve your breath, naturally whiten your teeth, all that. And ensuring that locking into that pH balance, very much a Rubik's Cube. So there was a lot of back and forth with our formulator. So once we went through that journey, got product to market, the biggest challenge, frankly, is just building awareness now and gaining trial. And again, we know our brand isn't going to be for everyone, or is it designed for everyone? However, there is a segment that once people discover our brand, we are very encouraged by not only the feedback, but also the continued patronage, if you will, or adopting ORL as part of one's daily regimen. And then, so we brought our full line of product, got to market February of last year. We've obviously all gone through experience the pandemic beginning in March. And then in July, we did introduce our pocket breath sprays. And what we learned about that, its intent is to enable you to keep your pH balance going throughout the day between brushings and using the mouthwash. It'll keep your mouth moist. But as America in particular was going through wearing masks, there was a segment finding it helpful to fight mask breath or mask mouth, whatever you want to call that, and also dry mouth, which a lot of people had more difficulty by wearing the mask. So it became a portable solution to our product line. And then more recently, we've also introduced now travel size toothpaste and mouthwash as things are beginning to open up and some people are beginning to travel. And we only did that based on feedback from our early adopters and customers who really were asking us about it. So we've introduced that to the market too.
Oh, wow. If you had to start over from day one, what would you have done differently?
That's a great question. Probably would have maybe thought through a little bit more about when you're starting from square one in terms of, again, building awareness and gaining trial. I mean, we've tried to be very creative and we try to be very innovative with it, but there's always ways that we could further improve it. And let's talk about CBD for a second. So one of the things that was a setback for us is that because, again, we're an oral care company first. We've got like bubble gum, cinnamon, fresh mint, mouthwash, toothpaste that do not contain CBD. So as a brand, we started to get the word out. We are selling on Amazon, that non-CBD product line. We also started testing Facebook, and we learned very quickly with Facebook that we couldn't get our ads approved in the beginning because we still had CBD product on our website. So we temporarily took off all of our CBD product. Henry still couldn't get the ads approved because we still had content on our website. anywhere that basically had in sequence the letter CBD, we eliminated. But what that then did, because we still had a growing CBD marketplace that we were serving and we're very committed to, it forced us to develop call it a sister website, but a second website. And just going through that whole process and supporting that, it's like we didn't fully realize kind of the some of the barriers to entry with CBD that did exist or does exist in the market. And if we had to do it differently, I think we would have in the beginning maybe been a little bit more trying to be a couple steps ahead of where we're ultimately getting there, but it's been a long learning curve.
Gotcha. So, yeah, with CBD too, especially with oral care, like what results have you seen from somebody who's been using like the CBD products?
Yeah, so there is actually published, documented research out there, and by the way, just quickly going back to those harmful ingredients, we publish on our website, on both websites, ORL Cares and then orlcbd.com.
Yep.
At the top of the navigation, it says compare. If you click on that, you'll get to all those harmful ingredients that we discovered. We link it back to the PubChem report. So we're providing you the information because, again, we believe so much of this is personal choice. And then we're even showing the brands that we looked at, not necessarily knocking the brand, but we show the list of ingredients, and any of those ingredients on the label that match that harmful 116, those are highlighted in red, and it also links directly to that PubChem report. As it relates to CBD, we have published the information about the benefits we believe how CBD can help you in oral care. And there's really a couple of situations that it may be effective for people. One, if you have any type of gum irritation at all, CBD has been shown that it may help reduce that inflammation, which makes sense, right? Because CBD can reduce inflammation. And then secondly, more significant periodontal issues with bone erosion. And what we've learned is that there's people out there that, for example, if you've had wisdom teeth extracted, and if it was over 10 years ago, and you happen to go to an oral surgeon, Henry, there's a good chance that that oral surgeon may have extracted more bone mass through that extraction process than would happen if you walked in today because of advancements in technology. Well, over time, people that had that extraction over 10 years ago or longer, in many people that becomes a degenerative gum issue in the back of the jaw with deep pockets. In the most extreme cases, periodontically, it becomes where there's actually erosion of the bone. And what CBD, there's studies that show CBD may at least help slow down that condition. In some cases, it's also been shown it could stop it. It certainly can't reverse it. Once you lose bone mass, you've lost bone mass. So those are a couple of the benefits behind CBD. And we have a number of customers who use it because they have that serious periodontal issue. We have periodontists, we have dentists recommending it. And then on the other side of it, as you know, there's just people that are more committed to CBD as part of their daily regimen, whether it's part of their diet, part of their lifestyle. And our product's really designed also to complement those that are looking to integrate more CBD sublingually and to consume it overall as part of your daily regimen.
Got it. Oh, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
What would you say is the toughest part about being in business in this current year of 2021 as well?
Yeah, again, I just think it's as things have evolved, right? And depending on what part of the country that you're in, there's in different stages coming through the pandemic. It's just being able to reach people. And again, simply for us, it's building brand awareness and gaining trial. And, there's a lot of choices out there, and there's a lot of competition, and there's just competition even outside the category just for consumer attention. So that's really, call it the bigger challenge, is how do we expose who we are be able to tell our story, and be able to have people grab their attention long enough that they're willing at least to give us a chance or try us. But we are very encouraged by those early adopters. We do believe there's now a tribe for our brand, and we see that from feedback that we get, from reviews that we get, from people repurchasing, whether it's on our website or even at retail stores where our product can be found. But it's, we're just trying to continue to spread the word and gain exposure.
Got it. And another thing too, like if a customer was to choose between your business and 3 others just like yours, why would you suggest they give you a try first?
Terrific question. Well, we feel good about the fact that we've, call it, done our homework to identify those harmful ingredients. So there may be a good chance if you're comparing us to someone else, there may be a couple of ingredients that, again, according to the National Institute of Health, may be harmful. The second thing is, as it relates to our CBD, it's full spectrum CBD. And we believe in full spectrum. So our product includes full spectrum. We've also recently increased the amount of CBD, and we continue to have, call it, the most amount of CBD per dosage that's contained in our product. And then if you are really trying to be a little bit more eco-friendly, we're at least providing the option with our packaging. And then our toothpaste, actually, it comes with a mess-free pump. So using that pump, it's been proven there's less waste. So our product, and our toothpaste comes in a 4-ounce bottle. Our product's going to last about twice as long as a comparable tube of toothpaste, because you're getting less waste out of that pump every time that you put that on your toothbrush. So those are a couple of things that do differentiate us. And then the last thing I'd like to say, and every company is going to say it, but we strive for satisfying the customer experience, and we do everything possible to be a real easy company to do business with. So if something's not right, or you don't like it, or you want a refund, there's really no questions asked, because again, we know so much of this is personal choice. And even if you don't like our product, we want you to walk away and say, hey, but that was at least a great company to quickly do business with. So those are some of the things that we're striving for in terms of providing a great, at the end of the day, it's all about you, the consumer, and the experience that we're providing.
Oh yeah, of course. What's the number one way you currently bring in new customers?
It's a combination. We're truly omni-channel. So again, our non-CBD product, we do have it up on Amazon. We do have our product available in boutique retailers and natural and organic grocery stores, boutiques, spas. We have dentist offices carrying our product, periodontists, a couple of chiropractors, a couple of doctor offices. We even have an optometrist. And then online, we do sell directly both at ORL, CARES, oralcares.com, which is our without CBD product line. And then our entire product line featuring our CBD products is at orlcbd.com. We weren't smart enough, though, when we, Henry, when we branded the company, to think through ORL. So many of the URLs are tied up with the city of Orlando and the Bureau of Tourism of Orlando, Florida. So our play was Oral Cares. And again, orlcbd.com, you'll see the full assortment. So to answer your question directly, it's a combination, whether it's coming directly from any of the channels of distribution, or if it's coming off social media, through Instagram, through Facebook. We're just trying to, again, not be everything to everybody, but at the same time, at least trying to expose ourselves enough to potentially the consumer who is looking to live a healthier, more active lifestyle, and who's more conscientious about the ingredients that they're consuming, and maybe is also mindful more about the ecological footprint out there too.
Got you. And so what role has the internet played in the growth of your business?
It's been significant, right? Been a great way to interact. It's been a great way to share information. It's been a great mechanism for feedback. I mean, we very much appreciate the feedback that our customers have about our product. It's only making us better. And without it, we definitely would not be as far along as we find ourselves right now.
Hmm. And if you have to take a look 6 months to a year down the line, where would you like to see ORL?
Yeah, continue to grow in terms of parts of distribution, right? Whatever's most convenient for you. Continue to build more consumers trying us. And, we want to do not only the right things, but we also want to do it the right way. So we want to make sure that we're providing, again, that full experience from a consumer standpoint. So our goal is to continue to expand, but at the same time, our ambition isn't like, hey, we want to become the next big brand. We'll see where it goes. Again, we've been able at least to validate through the pandemic, like any new business, any new brand, you're determining, is there a market for your product? And we are convicted now, there is a tribe for ORL. What I don't know, Henry, is the tribe only 5,000 people? Could it be 50,000 people? Could it be larger than that? That I honestly don't know, but strategically, that is now what we're trying to answer.
Oh,
So it's just to keep things progressing, moving forward, and continuing to improve too. Like any business, there's always areas for improvement, and we're staying committed that we're trying to really very much listen to what feedback we're getting from all types of customers, whether they're end consumers, retailers, wholesalers, distributors, bloggers, influencers that we're sharing our product with. It's very helpful to get that feedback back.
oh yeah, of course. And who is your ideal customer as well?
I would state that our ideal customer is, again, someone is looking to live a healthier, more organic, natural lifestyle, and who's really looking for an alternative to your typical product that's on the market that, again, has so many harmful ingredients in it. And even though, yeah, our product's more of a premium brand, but when you compare that to that consumer maybe spending for a vanilla latte every morning, or a juice or something else as part of their daily regimen, the investment in oral care is really so small. But there's more and more science indicating so much of your overall health is tied with how healthy your mouth is. And that's really who we're targeting, is that more conscientious consumer where she's looking for improving not only her life, but also for her family too, right? So that's really who we're catering to.
Oh yeah, because even too, they say if you like somebody who flosses every day has like better heart health, I believe too. Like,
Yeah, a lot of evidence about how your mouth is really like the gateway to the rest of your health. I mean, that's really, and think about the parallel with that and the science behind CBD, right? In terms of tinctures and the gummies and other products, how it's all connected. And we do believe everything with your health is interconnected. And the more we can all do to just live better, we're improving our chances that along the way, we're just going to be healthier.
oh, of course. I'm trying to think for is there so yeah, have like the oral care practitioners who carry your products, have they even said too, like, hey, the patients love this product, like they said, hey, this is so much different. Have you gotten those reviews?
Absolutely, absolutely. Gotten reviews from patients that have issues with dry mouth, how this has really helped them with that, certainly with bad breath. But those with gum issues in particular or irritations, definitely a number of feedback where using our product after a week or two, they see a significant difference. And then the other piece of feedback we do get is that, especially with the toothpaste in particular, there's a sensation of, wow, this almost feels like I just went to the dentist and got my cleaning, but it's to maintain that sensation. Hard to articulate it, But what we like to say is that our product, as beautiful as we try to make and convey our brand in our packaging, that it's even more beautiful on the inside. And what we mean by that is that it can really help you. And again, I would say that we have a number of customers that have a lot of positive testimonials, and few of those reviews are now on our website or on Amazon or on Google, but we try to keep it very objective too. These are people just unsolicited giving us feedback.
Gotcha. And another thing, drawing some blanks right now too, but like, yeah, I just think it's much different too. I haven't really seen CBD in the oral care space too, so really, really interesting to see like another breakthrough with CBD.
Absolutely. And again, there's definitely a growing segment for that. And as I mentioned before, some of the documented benefits of those with gum inflammation and maybe even more serious periodontal. And that's the other unique thing too, just to share with you about our feedback. Hard to describe the sensation, especially when someone tries our products, because like our mouthwash, the viscosity, it's not what you expect mouthwash to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing too, is that once someone experiences the product along with the CBD, they're like just amazed how different they feel because of that. So again, we're not suggesting ORL is the only thing you would need in CBD, but if you're looking to introduce CBD more into your overall lifestyle and into your overall diet, and as you know, sublingually, the absorption, and that's really one of our key ingredients is organic xylitol, which effectively can kill bad bacteria because molecularly it resembles the bad bacteria, but it's not. And bad bacteria, when it comes across a sugar molecule, it'll digest it for energy, and the byproduct is plaque. But when that bacteria encounters a molecule of xylitol, it resembles sugar, but it's not. And what happens is that bacteria attempts to consume it again for energy, but it can't digest it because it is different. And ultimately, the bad bacteria will use so much energy, it'll starve itself and die. And that's how bad bacteria is killed, by using organic xylitol. Another key benefit of organic xylitol, that in combination with the full spectrum CBD oil, xylitol is absorbed below the gum line very effectively. So it's another, call it mechanism or pathway to absorbing the benefits of CBD, is attaching it to that xylitol.
Got it. So, because right now you're in the oral care space too. So, what other industries would you like to see CBD in, or like CBD infused products?
That you've got kind of on that one, Henry. I would say it's probably unlimited, and you would probably even see it more than I would. But whatever would make sense. Again, CBD has so many benefits and it can be delivered so many different ways. I think the one question that we get, and we don't recommend it, but it would be great along the way to maybe get more documented research, and I'm not suggesting it's not there, but to at least bringing it more to life, is the question of, well, can I provide CBD products for my children? So what's that age cutoff, or is there one? That I don't know. And that's something, it'd be helpful to learn more about that.
Yeah, I think I'm interested too to see, even do research to see if we can infuse CBD into like hygienics. So like deodorants, soap, shampoos.
Yes. I'm sure you can. And you are seeing a trend of, for example, deodorants. pH is also becoming more important too. And CBD helps promote that perfect pH, by the way. And there's a new brand that's emerged. It's a women's hygiene brand, and it's called Fresh, but it's spelled PHRESH, and it's precisely for that. So you could see now a version of that including CBD. Whether or not they're doing that or not, I don't know. I haven't watched them that closely, but it's just an example of how conscientious the consumer is getting, even with like bottled water, about the importance of things being more alkaline or higher in pH. So yeah, you can see CBD being introduced in a lot more different formats too.
because even too with like different like perfumes or like cologne too, because like I don't know, like I'm not sure what the chemical structure is of some of those, but
Yeah.
that would be another interesting one too.
Yeah. Great question. I don't know a lot about that, but great question though. It
Yeah,
makes sense.
because you mentioned too about all reports about all the chemicals. So like, hey, I wonder what some of these cosmetic products. See what's
Oh my, yeah.
even on the industrial side too. I mean, industrial hemp. I see a lot of things happening there too. Even like there's hemp wood, even hempcrete. That's another thing too. Like especially if their house is built from hemp too. That would be a dream house for me personally.
Well, Henry, too, if it's okay, I just want to share too. We have set up a 20% discount code. It's summer 20. You can use it on either of our websites. If anyone's interested in trying ORL, use that code, and we'll be generous enough to throw in some extra goodies in that order too. And love to get more feedback too.
Oh, awesome. Is there any advice you give to somebody who's thinking about entering the CBD space?
Just to do a lot of research too, right? Because there's a lot of different choices and decisions and types of CBD. You just got to be really, really careful. So the overall advice is make sure you're spending time doing your due diligence. And when you get some information and you think it makes sense, my recommendation would be also find a way to validate the information. Because there is a lot of noise out there. And I know that's one of the, call it distractions in the overall marketplace, is that many times consumers are confused. And if they get too confused, it will paralyze them. They won't make a decision. Hence, you're not making a sale because of that confusion.
Got it. It was great having you on. If there's any new developments in the business, you're more than happy to be back on. We can cover that with you as well too.
Henry, thank you so much. And really appreciate getting connected with you and look forward to continuing further, opportunities to connect again.
Yes, you too. Thank you very much.
Take care.